I got a guest speaker, D Diaz, a Million Dollar Sis, D Diaz. She going to speak. I promise I was going to let her speak tonight. See what she got going on about her brand and everything. You go D Diaz.
Love that introduction. It's awesome. I appreciate it. Black excellence, right?
Yep.
Excellent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So was that linguine. I ain't lying to you.
Nah, it really was on point.
Fire, right?
Good.
Okay. Yeah. So, like you said, D Diaz or DD Diaz or the Million Dollar Sis. Not just because I've hit a number, but because I believe in the $1 million mindset, $1 million discipline, and $1 million purpose. All those things have to align, right? So if you're here to grow, say, I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
You know, hey. If you're here to connect, say, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, all right, so I guess we're in the right room. So a little bit about me. I am a 20-year veteran, still serving. It's been fun. Thank you. You're worth it. All right, so I've been doing that. I went to school for business, started at Pitt, and I just love everything business, operations, things like that. And it's just, it tickles my fancy, okay? And then I want to see other people be great and do the same thing, And the reason why I advocate for good business so much because there seems to be a lack of it. And, especially in the customer service department. And then you don't know what you don't know. When I started in business, I started in high school, and thanks to Mr. Jones, he helped me out, gave me a little spot, said, spread your wings, do your thing. So I really appreciate that. And I just want to be here to mentor and help guide people do that as well. So that's really what I do. So, but a lot of us are in here who own businesses or involved in business some way. Raise your hand, right? If that's you, right? Even if you support, raise your hand. Because supporting can't become a business, especially you putting in hours. Anything you put in hours, I feel like it should be compensated some way, somehow. But once you're in it, right, you have to think about your why. You started out with a why. I'm going to do this because X, Y, Z, period. So for me, my why has a name. And that name is the burrito. So if you're not following me on social media, the burrito is the nickname that I give my daughter. She doesn't have a social media presence, and I don't say her name in public, but everybody knows her as the burrito. If you see somebody that looks like me but shorter, that's her. All right? And so, anybody in here parents? Yep, man, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Anybody here future parents? Because you was hunching New Year's Eve. Born in September. September's an awesome month. If my mom was here, I would have her explain why. But yeah, so let me tell you something about my burrito. She loves me down. This is how I found out, right? Not because she knows I'm her mother and I feed her and I buy her Hello Kitty everything, right? This is how I know that she loves me down. So we have a pretty straightforward morning routine, right? Pretty straightforward. I have her go in the bathroom, do her thing. She comes out. I go in the bathroom, do my thing, take her to school. Simple, right? So now one morning, she goes in the bathroom and does her thing. She comes out. I go in the bathroom and do my thing. She comes out. But when I go to open the cabinet to reach for my toothbrush, I see one extremely neon pink Hello Kitty toothbrush pressed into mine. Right? I mean, bristle deep. Our toothbrushes are touching. You know what I mean? And I didn't get upset. I took 5 seconds. I said, what the hell is this? Why is this happening? And I go and I said, Mama, why? I call her Mama, it's my little mama. I said, Mama, why are our toothbrushes like this? Why? She said, because I love you and I just want our toothbrushes next to each other. Like, for real? Like, she loved me down. You know what I mean? She didn't think about how disgusting that was. You know, that's my mommy, I just want to be that close to her. I'm pretty sure if she was to get back into the womb, if she could, she would. That's how much she loved me down. And that always keeps me remembering why she's my why. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I love her down. I love her down. So, how many people in here are building something right now? Building something. I about to say, you should definitely be raising your hand. We just had a conversation. All right. So, now, once you get into it, you probably think to yourself after a while, why did I get into this? Why did I start this? I'm tired. I'm ready to hang it up. I'm ready to quit. And to be honest, I be feeling that way too sometimes. I had started a book. I wrote 2 paragraphs and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Nah, this ain't for me. But I am going to continue writing. All right. So if that's you and you had that moment, let me hear you say, woo child.
Woo child.
Okay, I heard y'all. All right. So, but when it gets to be like that, I just go back and remember my why. And a lot of us, like I said, we start with our why, but then we let motivation try to carry us. And motivation isn't something that you feel every day. It comes in spurts. That's why, some of us need to have that January 1st resolution. So, and it is what it is. So say it with me. Motivation starts me.
Motivation starts me.
My why sustains me.
My why sustains me.
Okay, so that's all I had to say. That's my little
Thank you for
soapbox.
saying it.
And I appreciate y'all so much for coming out. I am the Million Dollar Sis. Like I said, and I told you why, and I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna have a yacht party one day, and everybody's invited. Drinks on me. I'm gonna get Miss Ma'am over here at the bar to come do her big one. Make sure you tip the bartender. I help with website. I help with structuring your business, restructuring. I hold monthly free webinars. The one coming up next month is for bios, because I do podcasts, right? It's called Boss Talk Podcast. And if you've ever watched my show, and all y'all need to at least watch one show, when I receive a good bio, it helps carry the show. That helps me do my thing so I can help you do yours while you're on the show, help you look good. Because people are like, can you send me some questions? Absolutely not. I'm not going to do that. Everything's going to be off the cuff for you, at least. I know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to make sure you look good in the process. So a lot of people don't have a bio. Ain't that right? Not to put you on the spot, but so I'm helping people put together a bio. That's my first workshop for February. It's going to be the last week, and that week's going to be very busy for me because I'm going to be a presenter at the Myrtle Beach Black Expo next month, and I'm very excited about that. Thank you kindly. So, but I'm here for y'all. Anything I can do to help. Restructure, structure, even if you need to come and get your mind right, we can do that over food. It has to be over food. I can't hear you if I'm hungry. Can't see to get there either, so it has to be over food. But thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit me up so I can give you my contact information. We can exchange information. And I appreciate y'all for having me at this Black Excellent event. Shout out to Los for hosting this wonderful event. I don't care what nobody says, I'm coming out here today. But all right, thank you guys so much.